for the price of one. All right, can I hear it from the men in the house? And do I have some women in the house? Well, it looks like the ladies are fired up. So the first half of the show is devoted to women, and guess what? We're revealing how not to let your lady parts fail. From varicose-type veins down there to what the color of your nipples may reveal about your health, we have all your private parts covered. And then we're going to switch gears, and we're hitting the men's room. Second half of the show, ladies, we have to learn about men, too. We're going to teach you how to keep your guys' private parts from taking a nosedive.
That's not a good day.
Now, before I continue, I have to stress this show is obviously not suitable or intended for children. You may want to go ahead and send them out of the room.
Put on the earmuffs.
Put on the earmuffs.
Watch it privately.
But what we are going to do is get right to it and start with the lady parts. And here to help us out is our special guest, clinical sexologist and author of Downright Feel Right, Outer Course for Her and for Him, Dr. Rachel Ross. Welcome. So, outer course.
I mean, we try to be amateur sexologists, but you're the pro sexologist.
Yeah, and I'm excited to be talking about lady parts, the vagina, new, pocketbook, whatever it is that ladies
All right, so
we finally get to talk about it.
Write that one down.
Pocketbook.
Yes.
That's a word?
That's a whole school word for it, the pocketbook.
But I think whatever you call it, as long as you have pride in it and you feel good about it, you can call it whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Give it your own name.
That's right.
That's right.
Pocketbook.
I've heard love purse.
Ladies,
I like that.
since we're going to be talking about lady parts, what is the whole term outer course?
Outer course. Well, you wrote a book on it.
Yes, actually, outer course is basically the opposite of intercourse. It's everything that you used to do as a teenager that made you feel great and, making out, those types of things. What I find is that couples, as time goes on, they stop doing it. They stop making out. Exactly.
You got to spend a little time warming a woman up, right?
Stop and smell the flowers.
Right, warming things up a little bit.
When I was a teenager, I was usually by myself in my bedroom. So I guess
We're going to get to that too.
Second half of the show, buddy.
That's another form of outer course.
But what I want to get to the thing is, it shouldn't have a smell. It should, if it's healthy, it should just smell fresh and clean. If it has an odor to it, then you need to go to your gynecologist and get it checked out because it should never have an odor.
Yep, that's right. But I find that a lot of people overwash. Ladies get in there and they scrub and they scrub and they scrub, and they're washing away all the good stuff. So that sometimes is where the smell comes from.
It's just like overwashing your face. And if you overwash, you're going to get a rebound phenomenon, which may not be good.
Because you have bacteria down there that's keeping the vagina at a nice pH, and it's that balance of bacteria and that pH balance that's keeping the good odor. So you want to do things like eating yogurt. That can help maintain the balance up. Don't put the yogurt in the vagina. I've had women do that.
How many times do you have to say that?
Exactly.
There's a fine line between
Yes.
natural smell and let's move on.
The odor.
What is the strangest thing you've removed from a vagina? Other than a tampon.
But tampons can be strange because
Well, yeah, if they've been in there a while,
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. That's not good.
No, if you've taken out a tampon after about a month.
I know. Stop.
It starts in the brain because when there's stimulus down there and even on your nipples or in your ear, there's this area of the brain called the genital sensory area. And what happens is it lights up. And before you know it, the thing about women and orgasms is everything goes blank in the brain right when she's about to orgasm. So she's free of thought, she's free of worries. All of a sudden, the brain lights up, then she releases and has that orgasmic moment. So at the end of the day, it all starts in the brain, but what's going on in the other areas is very important.
I don't know, though.
Although opinions differ, some research suggests that children who see their parents naked are accepting of their own bodies and comfortable with their own sexuality. But is there a hard and fast rule at what age family nudity becomes inappropriate?
We're back with clinical sexologist Dr. Rachel Ross, who's helping us give you the inside scoop on your most private parts. And you just saw that question. At what age does it potentially become inappropriate to allow your child to see you naked or even shower with you? A lot of controversy here.
Yeah,
I'm going to open it up.
A lot of different opinions about that, and there's no really one right answer. I think you want your kids to feel comfortable with their own bodies and nudity in general, but there's comes to a point that they can feel too comfortable and it can get inappropriate. And I kind of learned in my family the age for my son. He was about 4, and he would see me showering or whatever, and then I'm at the mall and I run into some family friends, and he's with me, and oh hi, how's it going? Talking to my friends. Oh, here's my little guy, Johnny, and my son immediately goes, hi, my dad has a hairy winky. And I was like, and I learned that was the last time he ever saw me shower naked.
But I think it's what you're used to, because, in the 60s, as we were all running around naked most of the time, that a lot of people that had kids just continued to do that, and their kids were used to it from an early age, so that transition as they got older, it wasn't a big deal.
Right.
But obviously, if you don't do that at first, and then they get older, and then all of a sudden you're running around.
Yeah, then that's
you end up with a problem, though. Like, particularly little boys and their mom. There's this Oedipus complex. So little boys are very into their mom, and they really love her, and they want to hold her, and they want to do everything. So when you get to the point where little boys start grabbing at mommy and, wanting to touch things and do things that are inappropriate, that's the time to stop. And it's the same with the little girls. Little girls get the Electra complex. So you don't want her grabbing on daddy inappropriately. So they don't know these types of things. So when you start to feel like the kid is doing something that's a little inappropriate, it's kind of time to pull back and cover up.
What the color of your nipples say about your sex life.
In terms of your partner, they get a new nipple. You get a little variety there, and variety spices life up. So when it changes, ladies, don't worry about it, embrace it.
Today we've been covering some of your most intimate questions, and we're back with clinical sexologist Dr. Rachel Ross, who's been weighing in on all of your private topics. And we recently received an email. It's from Sally in Omaha, Nebraska, and it's about the color of her nipples. She writes, I recently had a baby and my nipples got really dark for some reason. Why does this happen, and are they ever going to go back?
Well, as physicians, we all see nipples, areolas, breasts all the time, and guess what? They come in all shapes, sizes, and colors.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's all good.
It's all good.
all of them. I think it's kind of a functional reason. It kind of gives the baby a target to shoot for when he's trying to, because the baby, a newborn really sees light and dark contrast. So it kind of, okay, there's the target, there's my food.
That's perfect. And then in terms of your partner, it gives them they get a new nipple. So now that it's darker, you get a little variety there, and variety spices life up. So when it changes, ladies, don't worry about it, embrace it. Now he gets a chance to see a new breast.
Obviously.
Dr. Ross, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And we're moving on, because coming up in the second half of